there was a racetrack. There was a racetrack in Arkwright called Arkwright Raceway.
Yeah.
Do you remember that at all?
Yeah, it's right up on Center Road.
Yeah.
Right up there, you go up here, you go down there. If you went uptown, you go down 39 and turn left and go up Center Road. You'd go right by Arkwright campsite before you get to 83, before you get to Arkwright Center. If you go to Arkwright Center, if you go straight on that road, it brings you over to Burnham's.
Yeah.
Turn left there and go down a little ways. Turn right and go to Sinclairville, and you know your way home from there, I'm sure.
Well, I was curious. I did a documentary on the Arkwright Raceway.
Yeah.
We have some movies of Arkwright Raceway. And I interviewed a few guys who were in Forestville who raced there or were the flag man there, stuff like that. Did you ever go there?
Was I ever racing there?
Or did you ever go to the racetrack there? Did you?
Oh, yeah. My friend Willie Gatewaltz, he raced up there.
Yeah, I remember.
My kid raced up there.
Did he?
On that racetrack with a 50. What the hell? Where the hell are them pictures? They must be upstairs in the other books.
How long was the track
57 Plymouth they had. We built it here. They put all the bars in and everything right here. And they raced up there.
Do you remember much about if you had to close your eyes? If you had to close your eyes and kind of tell Bill what the track was like, how would you describe the track?
It was a dirt track like they did have back then, and well, sometimes it was wet, and sometimes it was dry. It was pretty good, but they had they had some guys that raced up there. There's one guy I remember raced up there. He had a 37 or 36 Ford Coupe. Goodbye, Joe, telemarketer.
Yeah.
And he had it fixed so that he sat right in the middle with the steering wheel. And he raced up there, and he raced up in Erie, and he'd take the rear end out up here, had to take the rear end, I call it the pumpkin, out, and put the other pumpkin in, and go at night, and then he'd go to Erie and race at the Erie Speedway with that rear end in there. Nosbish brothers run that.
Jack Nosbish, he was one of the drivers, right?
Who?
Nosbish?
They owned the track.
Did they? Yeah.
They're the ones that owned it to begin with, I think.
Yeah.
And then we had another one over in Leon. Race Leon. That was a good. I go to that. I got pictures of that up there at the Leon racetrack.
Now,
over
did they
there.
Charge admission for people to watch the races?
Huh?
Did they charge admission fee for people to watch?
Some of them, yeah. It wasn't much. It wasn't hardly anything.
Yeah.
The one in Leon, you could say they had that was that was a different one. That was a muddy. You know, you go down, you go through the mud. You had to go through the mud holes if you got hung up. The other guy hit you in the butt and push you out, and that was a rough. In fact, Billy Ott, you know Bill?
No.
He's a bricklayer in Dunkirk.
I've heard the name, but I don't know.
Anyway, his brother got killed over there in Leon. wreck.
Mm.
Got something. So that's the way it is.
Well, just an aside, when we did the documentary, the people who own the land now let us go on the area, so you can see the outline of the track in Arkwright. And they had off in the field a debris field,
Ah,
where cars and
Right.
junk, just been there since the late '50s, just there, and it's
Yeah.
sort of fun to. And I had a bunch of drivers, and they're picking up stuff and identifying what it is. So it's
Yeah.
still there.
There's
What it was an old agricultural field.
Yeah, it's now. Even they built it out of farmyards.
they had a pretty good crowd up there all the time too.
Yeah,
Yeah.
How many years did it run?
3 or 4.
Okay.
State Line Speedway, destroyed everything.
Oh,
Once they had State Line, more money, and in fact, they did some late model racing up at Arkwright.
Well, that one that the kids had, I think, was a 50. Is that when they come out with the Plymouth 57 with the fins on the back? Yeah, I think that's what they used. They had a 57. I got the pictures in the other book.
So
57 Plymouths, I think, the one that we had.
So your son drove there?
Huh?
Did your son drive there?
No. I don't know. Who? Yeah, I think, yeah, he did.
What was his name?
Tim.
Tim Tyler?
Him and who the hell all was in that? There was 3 or 4 of them boys in on that. They all did it together. I don't know who all. I probably didn't go that day because I didn't go too much.
Well, we'll look because we have a little bit of a with data. I'll look and see if we got anything on Tim.